In this video, I'm going to go through the format of reading part B in the OET test. So let's have a look at it. What can we expect? Okay, well, what we can expect is we can expect workplace texts, okay, which the kind of texts you will find in healthcare workplaces, okay, in healthcare settings. Now, there can be lots of different aspects to it, but generally, it's all about things like gist or specific aspects of the text. So you'll be being asked things like, what's the purpose of this text? Or it will be, what does it say about this? Okay. In terms of timings, it's a little bit complicated because for part B and C, okay, for part B and C, you get 45 minutes. So the way that people often think about it is that part B could be maybe 15 minutes. And part C, which we'll talk about in another video, could be 30 minutes. Okay, so you can start to see that you've got a higher number of minutes per question ratio because we've got 6 questions. Okay, we've got 6 questions to answer in 15 minutes. Okay, 6 questions. Now, the text types, we're going to see short texts again. They're going to be around about the same length as the part A ones. And they're going to be things like reminders, warnings, instructions, guidance, okay, memos. So all of the type of texts that you see at work. It might be talking about a piece of equipment, it might be talking about a policy change, or it might be something giving feedback from a recent audit or something like that. And there are 6 questions. They are MCQ3. So I'm not sure if you know what that means, but that means multiple choice. Okay, with 3 options. That's what it means. Multiple choice questions with 3 options, A, B, and C. So in terms of skills, you're going to be using elimination and differentiation, skimming and scanning. Okay, so let's go and have a look at an example. Here's a part B question. So we can see straight away that there's some information here. This tells us, it's the question stem. This tells us what we should be reading for. And then we've got these 3 answer options. And what we've got to choose is which one of these matches the text and answers the question. That's what we have to find. So in effect, every one of these options is a true, false, not given. So you can see this is it's not a long one. They can be a bit longer than this. They can sometimes have bullet points and things like that and different titles within the document. But this is pretty tricky, pretty typical. And you can see if you look at the language, in order to regulate the requirements for EMC, let me just underline that here. In order to regulate the requirements for EMC with the aim of preventing unsafe product situations, the EN60, you can see what I'm getting at here. This is not very interesting to read, okay? That's an important point because the texts, we would say, because they're work related, they are quite dry, okay, and repetitive. The language can be quite technical at times, but overall, people don't normally seem to have terrible difficulties with this section of the exam. Part A and Part C are the ones that people seem to struggle with the most, but it still can be quite tricky. Okay, so that's the format for reading Part B. We'll come back and we'll do the format for reading Part C and what can be expected there as well. I hope this was useful and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
formal structure for these types of classes.
Okay, so here I am with Edwin. Hi, Edwin.
Hey, Paul.
Hi, nice to see you. Okay, so Edwin, you are an OET hero, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, super. So where do you live?